In the Collier household, football wasn't just a game. It was a way of life. For Shawn and Keyshawn Collier, football was a passion. It defined their goals and helped mold them into the fine young men they would become.
I can remember when they would, the night before Pee Wee games, they both would put on their jerseys and sleep in them. Full uniforms, their jersey, cleats, and all. We would go to the games every Saturday, and that was kind of like our family outing. And we loved football. The very first Pee Wee game Shawn and Keyshawn had, I remember thinking like, those boys have something. And they got something real special.
Unfortunately, their goals would be taken from them far too early. April 12, 2015, started like any other day for the Colliers. And just like any other day, Mrs. Collier took every opportunity to teach her sons a life lesson.
I remember having a talk with one of the twins because when I walked up, he was watering one of my new plants that he had just planted for me in the planter's box, and he was overwatering it. And I said to him, you know better. Why are you overwatering my plant? And he kind of looked at me and smirked, and I gave him the talk of how a disobedient child shortens their days upon the earth. And I kind of joked with him and said, you know, you're already at the end of your rope. And he kind of looked at me and laughed. Never did I think that day that that was really the last talk that I had with my son. Somewhere around 4:30 that afternoon, a couple of their friends knocked on the door, and Keyshawn and Shawn asked, can they go walking in the neighborhood? And I walked them out the front door where all their friends, it was about 7 or 8 of them out there standing. I specifically remember telling them, don't leave out the neighborhood.
A short time later, there was a knock at the door.
And I go to the door and ask who it is. It's Medina Police Department. And he said, I have something really important to tell you guys. And he proceeded to say, Keyshawn and Shawn Collier are your sons. I said, yes, sir. He said, we can't find them. They were swimming in a pond and they went under. We can't find them.
Shawn and Keyshawn's parents, still shocked and in denial, followed the cops to the pond. A pond that, before that day, they only vaguely knew existed. Unfortunately, by the end of the day, they would be linked with the pond forever. After the tragedy, a shaken Collier family set out to answer, how did this happen? Why did this happen? And most importantly, what could they do to make sure it did not happen again? In the wake of the accident, the how and why started to become more clear.
My boys were 15. Most of these 15-year-old boys that hang with them, 15, 16-year-olds, don't have anything to do. There's nothing to do here. Of course, we have a couple of baseball fields, but they belong to the city. Yeah, we have a couple of swings here. I don't see a 16-year-old getting on a swing to swing. We have no basketball courts. We have nothing to do here in Medina for our babies.
In the developing community of Medina, the pond has become the go-to spot for kids looking for something to do, many of them unsupervised or without the knowledge of their parents.
The funnest thing to do in Medina was to go to the pond, swim, and hang out. We're talking about kids as young as 12 going over to the pond to swim and hang out. That pond was the most fun our kids can have. This was dangerous.
Every day, about 10 people die from unintentional drowning in the U.S., many of them children. While drowning is possible in any water setting, more than half of drowning accidents for those aged 15 years or older occurred in natural water settings like Medina's pond. The Collier family quickly set in motion a campaign to solve this problem. Their vision, a community center.
The purpose of the Collier Christian Community Center was not only to give kids a safe place to hang out, but it was a place to teach kids about Christ. April the 12th, I saw a community come together and show nothing but love. What if we joined forces and gave that same love back to our kids? If we can come together and show my family the amount of love that we had, we as a community could come together and make this community center happen. But this cannot happen without the help of my community. So that's where you guys come in. I need you guys' help in making sure this dream happens. Not for Dorena, but for our babies. Here's how you can help.
Here we are, living in the moment, and here we are, dreaming in the open. Now look around, isn't this a new day? Make a move, doing things a new way, a new way. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time. These are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Look ahead, we can see forever. You and me doing it together. Light it up, we can be a million stars. Look at us, don't you see we've come so far? Yeah, we've come so far. 'Cause this is our world, and this is our time, and these are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. Standing at the crossroads, feeling how the wind blows, we can soar above the clouds. Every moment is a heartbeat, and every breath feeling so sweet. And who can say what happens now? 'Cause this is our world, this is our time, these are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. This is our world, and this is our time, and these are our plans, we're gonna let them shine. This is our place in the human race, and we won't stop dreaming. No, we won't stop dreaming. won't stop dreaming.